Hello everyone, welcome to Edufy. Today we are here with the second part of our series which we were continuing in the history portion, that is MCQs for history. So for the upcoming exam, so let us see. Question number 1, who among the following started the newspaper Indian Mirror? So your answer is Debendranath Tagore. Next question, the Doctrine of Lapse was formally adopted by A. Lord Dalhousie, Wellesley, Bentinck, Canning. So you know what is this Doctrine of Lapse? Doctrine of Lapse said it was, by the way, it was formally adopted by Lord Dalhousie. It said that if any Indian king or any Indian ruler and the kingdom do not have any natural male heir, then automatically that kingdom would transfer to the British Crown or British East India Company. So that happened for the first time in the first state to be captured under Doctrine of Lapse by Lord Dalhousie was Satara. So you have to remember the first state, that is Satara. Next, the Hunter Commission of 1882 was appointed to review the education system. See, there are numerous education committees, but one of the famous after Wood's dispatch. When was the first education committee to review the education system came in India under British rule? So first was 1854, Wood's dispatch, that you have to remember. Wood's dispatch, that is also called as Magna Carta of Education in India. Magna Carta of Education in British India. Okay, so that is the first important committee in education reform system in the British time period, and the second important was in 1882 Calcutta Hunter Commission, that is with respect to the education system. So that is your answer. Next, the term Swaraj was first used by, it was your Dadabhai Naoroji, that is the Grand Old Man of India. He is also referred to as Grand Old Man of India, and he has written one important book, that is Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. I shall write for you, that is, his book name is Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. That is the name of the book he has written, which you have to remember. Another thing about Dadabhai Naoroji, he is called Grand Old Man of India. Grand Old Man of India. Another thing, he gave which theory? Drain of wealth theory. Drain of wealth theory in this book. Okay, so these are the 3-4 points which you have to remember for Dadabhai Naoroji. He is also the person who will coin the goal of Congress as Swaraj for the first time. Okay, so next you will see, next question. The Poona Pact 1932 was signed between Gandhiji and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So what was this Poona Pact about? What was this Poona Pact about? See, Poona Pact, actually there was one announcement by Ramsay MacDonald that separate electorate should be given to the scheduled caste and other depressed classes also. However, Gandhiji in Yerwara jail in Poona, jail in Poona, sat on fast unto death, and because of which this Ramsay MacDonald Award, that is also known as communal award, which awarded separate electorates for the different classes, was nullified, and in place of that, both Gandhiji and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar agreed that we should be giving reservation to the depressed classes rather than giving the separate electorate. So this was the Poona Pact. Next you will see the same question. Drain of wealth theory was popularized in the book Poverty and Un-British Rule in India, and this question we have just read. It is the book written by Gandhiji, Dadabhai Naoroji, that we have already done. Okay, now coming to the next question. The first session of Indian National Congress was presided over by W.C. Banerjee. Your answer is W.C. Banerjee, and with which Britishers' effort Congress was formed? It was A.O. Hume. So you have to remember A.O. Hume, the retired civil servant, British civil servant, and who was the president, first session president of Congress? That is W.C. Banerjee, Vomesh Chandra Banerjee. Next, Gandhi-Irwin Pact. Gandhi-Irwin Pact 1931, that was signed after first round table congress and before Gandhiji going for the second round table congress, when your CDM was on its peak and British wanted that CDM should be stopped and they should be talked in the round table conferences. So at that time there was Viceroy Irwin as well as Gandhiji signed the pact, and this pact is signed in 1931, and it is with respect to release of the political prisoners. But you have to remember one thing, that the saza जो आप बोलते हैं, hanging up to death, that punishment given to Bhagat Singh in this, which Gandhiji put up the demand, but British did not accepted that demand. So later on you will also see that Bhagat Singh was hanged unto death. Next, Young Bengal movement. It is one of the important socio-religious movement started by Henry Vivian Derozio, and its followers are also known as Derosians. It is inspired by, let me write for you. It is inspired by the ideals of French Revolution. It is inspired by the ideals of French revolutions, and the followers of this movement are called Derosians. Okay. Now coming to the next question. The Shimla Deputation, that is in 1906. It demanded what? It demanded separate electorate for Muslim section. Okay, it demanded separate electorate for Muslim section. Next is important conspiracy case, that is Kakori case, that held in 1925. It was led by which person? It was led by Ram Prasad Bismil. He was one of the revolutionaries of that time. So this was led by Ram Prasad Bismil. Next, Poona Swaraj resolution was adopted in which session? It was adopted in 1929 Lahore session. Lahore session, why it is famous? Because of this resolution, that is the goal of the Congress will be Poona Swaraj, and it was headed by whom? It was headed by your Jawaharlal Nehru. That is Jawaharlal Nehru. That is the session being headed by Lahore session. Next important, the Rowlatt Act was officially known as, see, we know this act, very important act before the Jallianwala Bagh incident as well as the Rowlatt Satyagraha, we know. So actual name of this act is Anarchical and Revolutionary Crimes Act. If sometimes they ask you the official name of Rowlatt Act is Anarchical and Revolutionary Crimes Act. Next question, the cabinet mission came to India in 1946, and who are the members of this? Please write in the comment who are the members of cabinet mission. Next, who established the Servants of India Society? Again, it is one of the reformist associations that were formed, and it was formed by Gopal Krishna Gokhale. We have read in the previous part that Gokhale was also the political guru of Gandhiji. Now, next question, who was the president of INC at the time of independence? That is in 15 August 1947 time. So it was J.B. Kriplani. Next, which act introduced diarchy at the provincial level? So the Act of Government of India Act of 1919 by 1935 Act. Don't confuse it with the 1935 Act, because with that Act, 1935 Act, diarchy was introduced at the central level, and by this 1935 Act, provincial autonomy came. Okay, not diarchy, but by 1990 Act, diarchy came at the provincial level. Provincial means state level. Fine. So that is. Now coming to the statement based question that we have done in some parts of the statement based question. important statements by the leaders. So another is Swaraj is my birthright. This is who gave this statement? Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Next, HSRA, that is again a revolutionary organization, Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. It was formed in 1928 with the efforts of Chandrasekhar Azad. I think there is some error here, and Bhagat Singh, which was formed with the efforts of Chandrasekhar Azad and Bhagat Singh. So, coming to the next question, who among the following led the Bardoli Satyagraha? And the leader of Bardoli Satyagraha from Gujarat, that is Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India. So that was the most important MCQs of this series, part 2. We will meet in next part. Thank you very much.